Have you tidied up your flat? Nah, I've been too busy breaking new ground, as Graham O'Brien said. Woo! Tidy up your flat, tidy up your car. How's that for having a mini tantrum? You have the pre-tantrum, pre-cum, innit? Post-tantrum, come on, Big Dave! Come on, Davey Keena! Woo! Look how excited I am, right? It's all about energetic and spiritual alignment, isn't it? No, it isn't. Well, what is it? You tell me what it's about then. You do it. That's what I would say to my detractors. Detractors, meanwhile I'm chasing tractors. Incidentally, they only go up to 33 miles an hour. That's their maximum speed. Incidentally, I was talking to this guy in the train, right? Bumping into... That was a nice wee... I wouldn't call it a synchronicity, but it was a nice wee happy accident. There's been some nice happy accidents in some of my videos over the years, don't you think? Woo! There was a nice happy accident, and I forget what it was, but recently. But another wee happy accident when I bumped into this guy in the train. This was weeks ago. Excuse me. Bumped into a guy in the train. We're talking bike stuff. You know what it's like. There's an instant connection, just like when you're at that thing. Oh, how's my mojo? Woo! The feast, you can't pull me down. Woo! Unless you got to vibe up to what I'm on. Respectfully, I'll say, keep away from me. Just be neutral. But then if you've got negative shit to say to me, then keep your distance, back off. That's really what it is, isn't it? Essentially. But I bumped into that guy in the train, right? The cyclist dude, right? And then what was cool is I bumped into him again on a subsequent. I don't know if it was consequent and subsequent. Do you think it was consequent because I bumped into him that it became subsequent? Or was it just a happy accident? Or did I create that shit? You know what I mean? Like, Ken, manifestation, yeah. Woo! Bumped into him again. I was like, oh, how you doing? And where you headed? Are you going into town? And blah. Fucking great. A stranger is just a friend a friend is just a stranger. A friend is a bollocks, right? But what was the point? I was going to be talking about something on this thing. It's gone in a completely different direction. Yeah, I thought I'd do it. So I've done the pre-ride. Right, so I've done the pre-ride. Wasn't even difficult, was it? Just bung a bit of music on it, beautifully edited. And that's the glorious thing, I didn't even edit it. No sitting down crafting it at a computer, just happy. There was some happy accidents in the editing. See, when you just like put the music on it, and sometimes the music just syncs up with it naturally, which is really quite a glorious happy accident. And you go, well, maybe I'm just like so relaxed that I can just sense the fucking vibe and just it creates itself, you know. Basically, that's essentially what it is, isn't it? And that's the state we want to get into in the actual doing of the thing, isn't it? That's what one would hope for, isn't it? Where it does itself in a sense, because all the work's been done and all the preparation's been done, so it's just a matter of it just happens. So I've done the pre-event, I did all the videos and sharing bits and pieces, right? And I did the post-event, and I did the thing, and I rode back race pace as well, and enjoyed myself. Had a wee rave on the waltzers at the wee fair, and I got pissed and everything, which taken as a nice segue into what I'm about to reveal, really, essentially, because I've done the post analysis, right? So I think, as well as the post analysis, you could say, well, let's do the kind of, you know, because you know when they interview the sports stars after their event, and they're caught right up in the buzz of it, so they say things that they don't have. You need to zoom out I need to take time. It takes days to fully reflect, because we can't fully take on board everything. It's too overwhelming in a sense. You do these things, so then you've got to do a sort of further analysis. So this is like the slightly wider lens zoom analysis of the event, you know. And it was funny, I was talking about Shea Meadows thing, I was going top trumps, right? One of the elements I didn't have, right? And historically, I think that's been the problem. That's why but the thing is, I did manifest 2 local hill climb championship wins and my Strava stuff and all the rest of it, so, but invariably, I think that's my weakness. You've got to be brutally honest. That's what all the greats would say, innit? You've got to be brutally honest with your strengths and weaknesses in order to be able to correct them, course correct, right? So I would be, let's be brutally honest, right? So what happened, what the weakness was, see, I'm having to do absolutely everything on my own, and I was trying to, like, get myself there and find myself, you know, energetic up top trumps. Energetic alignment, spiritual alignment, yeah, 10. I was buzzing the fuck out of the whole thing. I was like buzzing, feeling the vibe, feeling, woo, incredible. And then the tunes, everything, I was just like, that's the tune, that's the tune, that's the tune, that, I think, you know. And then the day of, I was like, I put that, one of the Satriani songs that was like, oh, that hit the spot, you know. See, when the right tune hits you at the right time, at the right, for the right thing, it just like takes you and like, oh, that's the shit, that's so that level, yes. Preparation, I'll give myself a 9, because I forgot my cotton undergarments, you know, underwear and several other things, and I did clean the bike beforehand, good preparation, but it wasn't like, you know, perfect preparation, but it was good preparation. Relaxation up there, really up there, yeah. Motivation, relaxation, excitement, all that really high. Preparation, like I say, pretty good preparation, considering it was the first competitive event I did, pretty high up. But let's be brutally honest, right? This is there's always not an Achilles heel, but we have to do the post-mortem, post-race analysis in further detail. We go, yeah, we did get a wee bit drunk the night before, but you imagine this, right? You're like, you turn up and you think you go, well, I think, the baggage thing, so because I lost the bag, didn't I? And that delayed me by 2.5 hours, I think. So by the plan, I'd turned up nice and early as well, timekeeping really strong, but I didn't, so that was a thing. So relaxed that I ended up leaving the bag, and then that delayed me, so you can't help these things, can you? So obviously I was able to deal with it, so that's the mark of a champion, isn't it? You deal with that, deal with all the things that come up. But it delayed me, so the point was, when I got on the train from Hexham, because I was supposed to get the train from Hexham to Corbett, I had to wait for my bag to turn up. So that kind of delayed me, and I was like, I didn't panic, and I was sat at the station inn. But then, of course, when I'm sitting there, I'm going, fucking hell, I've got to, right, when I found my bag, I'm going, I've got to find the accommodation. It was dark, and I'd already travelled along the directions for the place were pretty vague, so I ended up at one of these Hadrian Wall sites, and it just was unclear, and there was no phone number for the accommodation. So again, that's preparation. You got to, you know. So I ended up cycling along the A69, and I ended up back at Corbridge and having to work out, and then it was getting dark, so then I got drunk. So I'm like, oh, it's fucking dark, this could, again with the experience, this could go in any different direction, something bad could happen. That's the problem. Scars, we have the scars of the, so you try to be sensible, you don't want to fuck things up. So then the problem is, with this, you try and be sensible, so you're cycling in the dark and you're going, this could go pear-shaped. That was a bit of wisdom there. I'm going, this is go pear-shaped. So I'm going, well, there's nothing wrong with having a few drinks just to kind of loosen me up, cycling in the dark and chill me out a wee bit. There's nothing wrong with that, but I kind of over-egged that. I think I had about 5 drinks, and then of course that affected me the day after. So that's what I'd like to say. But you try it, like I say, you're fanning around, cycling, no car, so you're having to cycle to find, and I couldn't find the comment, you know, turned up at the bit. So it's a difficult thing. This is the day before, you're cycle at Corbridge. Speaking to the women at the touristy bit, and she's saying, if you go up there by, and I thought I could work it out, but you're in a strange part of the country and you're going to end up cycling the A69 back to Hexham. I'm like, fuck this, regroup, what am I going to do? Fuck it, right, find another place to, just because they'll find another place to stay. And once we got settled, we were alright, but I think that probably did affect, it's no excuses, it's like, probably did, I think, if you were an athlete at the Olympics, I don't think you'd be having like 3... It's alright to quantify all this, isn't it, and get a fix on it. It's no excuses, it's like doing an honest appraisal of how we think we did. That was the mistake. You can't, as I say, you can't plan for every eventuality, but I did improvise and it was alright, but it's just, it was time constraints and everything. And then we kind of, you know, so you kind of get everything right. So that's basically what happened there. And then we got to the... By the way, I kind of am going over the score. I didn't care. The joke's on you. I'm just doing it for myself. I don't care if anyone watches this. I'm not doing this for folk to watch it. I'm doing it for my own amusement, right? So if you didn't like that, I didn't care, right? So it's at the end of the day, it's a big ask. And again, getting out your comfort zone. Getting out your comfort zone is more than just doing the event itself. I think that's what this taught me. Not that I didn't already know that, but the travelling there, the getting the bike ready, the travelling there, and the accommodating, having to sort out all that. So this is the thing about the pros. They would have 90% of this shit dealt with for them by someone else. So the fact that I'm doing all of it, it's no easy to remain in that relaxed state, is it? Because you got to be in a relaxed state to be able to compete well in these things. So you got to be kind of Superman to deal with the entire the entire shebang. So, but as I say, having dealt with it almost single-handed alone there, I think that's taking my shit to the next level. So we have that memories of muscle memory. So the next one, it'll be like, right, well, reference point, we know what went a wee bit pear-shaped, don't do the same thing wrong again. And I think that's what Bree was alluding to in his book. He was talking about, yes, turn up early, but give yourself an hour or two more than you think you'll need. And again, that'll cover things that. So there you go. That's the lesson. Everything else is pretty up there in terms of, you know, the points that I've given myself for the various aspects. But on that level, we didn't. You know, it's all learning. So. I mean, like, so I think the National Hill Climbs in a week's time might be fun, just to turn up and actually watch the thing. Too late to enter it. So, and there might be a few others that I can enter. That'd be quite cool, innit? Keep the momentum, because as I say, strong as fuck coming back on the main road from Carlisle. And again, I only had one drink, but it was just for fun, just as a wee reward, just one drink. But then I finished things, so I'll have another few drinks. I mean, like, but that's going to be the thing moving forward. Didn't be drinking dragon soups every day before work. That's got to stop, you know. But it was just getting me through a wee period of like, for what I fucking enjoy myself, you know. And at least enjoy myself down in this thing. Even just being there on my own, still managed to enjoy myself. And again, the top trumps element of enjoyment level. It was off the chart. It was good. It was relaxing. It was fun. It was good, and I'd enjoyed myself and did my shit. Did all my. Enjoyed the entire experience, even the mistakes in inverted commas, and I did enjoy the actual hill climb. You can't really enjoy the actual event itself because it's quite painful. It's a satisfying, pleasurey pain, but I think more of the enjoyment was in the training ride after the event today, because it's as I've said before, the event itself bumped. It's just kicked the legs up into a different level, and this is not just words. It's like I was literally flying up some of those hills in the big gear on the way back. So that's really quite nice. But you can't, I'm saying, like, right, so there you go. That's